This is Karl talking management for the Globe and Mail. Today I'm delighted to speak to Amit Mital, who's Corporate Vice President of Microsoft, responsible for the Startup Business Group at one of the world's great companies. Good afternoon, Amit.
Good afternoon.
So you're responsible for getting entrepreneurial activities in one of the great corporations. It strikes me as attention. You work for a big company, but you're trying to be entrepreneurial. How do you manage to do that?
You know, it's a fantastic environment to be in, because Microsoft, the fundamental premise of Microsoft is about innovation, is about harnessing ideas, harnessing innovation and technology ideas into software. And we have a strong belief that software can transform people's lives, make them more productive, create opportunity, economic and social opportunity. And so even within a large corporation, even in an environment where we have very large successful businesses, there's a very strong recognition that there's a need for continuing to push and find the new innovations that will drive the next opportunity, the next series of opportunities for the company.
So we certainly see the need for innovation, for entrepreneurial activities, but there's kind of a corporate immune system which seems to want to have big processes, big revenues. How do you manage, in a way like Jeffrey Moore talks about in Crossing the Chasm, how do you manage to look after small ideas, allow them to grow to medium and bigger ones in a big corporate system?
Yeah. So, you know, there's a reason for what you call the immune system. You know, because when you have successful businesses with real customers and, you know, real obligations to these customers and sales processes and revenues, you know, you need to make sure that as a company we are responsible towards these customers, towards these revenue streams, towards our shareholders. But at the same time, you know, we have to find the next new opportunities. As a company, we live on innovation, okay, on creating the new products that people will buy from us. And so, you know, we have many different ways of making sure that we can continue doing that while we don't unduly disrupt the existing businesses. And that is the tension I think you're talking about.
Absolutely.
So, you know, one of the ways we do that is, for example, my organization, the Startup Business Group, the way we organize is kind of as an end-to-end entity where we have, you know, not only the engineering part, but the business components of building the products all together. And so that we can, in a relatively independent way, in a very agile way, identify opportunities and then pursue them. But, you know, my responsibility as well is to make sure that as we pursue these opportunities, that I do it in a way with an eye towards how they will dock with existing businesses that we have, right? How they converge over time with the existing businesses. Because one thing that would be very unfortunate is if I did not find a way to take advantage of the great resources, of the channels we have, of the many ways we have of reaching customers, of the technologies we have within Microsoft. So the challenge for me is how do I keep leveraging, you know, the great assets we have within the company, the existing assets, the technologies, the channels, the relationships, while also creating innovations, which sometimes might be disruptive, but, you know, you find a way to contain the disruption and find a way to, in the end, create net business value.
This has been Karl talking management for the Globe and Mail. Today I've been speaking to Corporate Vice President at Microsoft, Amit Mitel, who's responsible for the entrepreneurial ventures within one of the world's great companies, Microsoft.